Alright, everyone. We are now officially starting with this live stream. I had to get everything set up beforehand, and now I'm going to do the usual sharing stuff on YouTube. I'm going to do the usual sharing stuff on, and let's do that. Then I'll actually, let's do this. Alright. Share this to... I wish I could edit this. Okay. We're going to get to the fan commentary here in just a few minutes. I'm going to have to do all the sharing on YouTube and stuff. So I'm going to have to mute my mic while I do all that. So I'll be right back, folks. Alright. This is my fan commentary of the 1981 film The Evil Dead, starring Bruce Campbell. So, for all of you that are in the live chat right now, what I need for you guys to do, if you have your own copy of the 1981 Evil Dead movie, I need for all of you to start up the film and go to the timestamp, go into the main part of the movie where and pause it at timestamp 0. And pause it just before, and go into the main movie and pause it at timestamp 0. And once you've done that, I'll let me know in the live stream chat that you have done that, because we're gonna have to sync up movies in order for this fan commentary to work. For you guys to enjoy this movie with me, you guys have to sync up your copy of The Evil Dead with me. So those of you that are in the live chat right now, and those of you that are watching after the fact, just be sure to sync up your copy. Go to timestamp 0. If you're doing this on your computer, you can go. You can pause it at timestamp 0. And when you've done that, just let me know. And we'll get this fan commentary underway. And by the way, folks, those of you that are watching this live, I want to apologize for coughing every now and then. I still have some My allergies are still giving me a problem, but it's not that bad. So, your mind just derped? Really? Really, Kurt? How'd that happen? Ha ha ha! Oh, how about that? Leave it to Ginger to get everyone over here. Yeah. By the way, Kurt, if you have your own copy of the 1981 film Evil Dead, you can sync it up to watch it along with me because today is my fan commentary of the 1981 film The Evil Dead. So yeah, for all of you that are just now joining in, oh, you do not. So you can always watch this after the fact, Kurt. Just you can watch this after the fact and sync up the live stream and sync up your movie with with this stream. That is too funny. Thank you, Ginger. I needed that laugh. So, those of you that are here and have your own copy of the 1981 film Evil Dead up and ready, let's. I'm gonna give it another few minutes for people that are just tuning in. I'm gonna give everyone a chance to sync up their own copy of The Evil Dead, the 1981 film Evil Dead. And by the way, folks, I do plan on doing the entire trilogy. I'm doing the first Evil Dead movie. I do plan on doing Evil Dead 2 and Army of Darkness. I may do a fan commentary of the Evil Dead remake, but I'm going to save that for later date. I may, and this is something I may do a fan commentary of the Lord of the Rings extended edition films. But that may take hours. That may take a long time to do. But I do plan on doing the Lord of the Rings films later on, but right now let's just get into the fan commentary here. So all of you that have your copy synced up, those of you that have the disc-based version, or if you want to watch a digital version of it, if you have the digital version of the Evil Dead, or if you have a disc-based version, be sure to sync it up to timestamp 0. And once you have done that, please let me know in the live chat. I don't have that movie. I'm only doing fan commentaries of movies I have, and The Room is one of the movies I do not have. I am open to suggestions. I don't have Crystal Skull either. I don't have The Room, and I don't have Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I am open to suggestions on what movies to do fan commentaries on. I'm pretty sure that one of the mods that are on my server can give you a link. Those of you that have not had a, those of you that are not on my, those of you that are not on my Discord server, yep, yeah, classics, really, yeah. For those of you that are not, for those of you that are not on my Discord server, there should be a link down in the below the video. You can just click on that Discord server link. It'll take you to my server, and I do have a request section in which you can leave your fan commentary requests for me to do. And also, I do a weekly live stream of me of me doing just talking, and I talk about different topics. So if you have a topic for me to talk about on my weekly live stream, on my weekly Let's Talk live stream, put that in the request section. Also, if you have a fan commentary idea, if you have a movie that you want if you have a movie that you want me to do a fan commentary of, also leave your fan commentary requests in the request section of my Discord server. So without further ado, let's get into the fan commentary. Those of you that have this movie synced up, I'll say 3, 2, 1, go. And once I say go, once I do the 3, 2, 1 countdown, I'll say 3, 2, 1, go. And you'll press play at the same time I do. So if you're ready, I know it's already 13 minutes in, but anyway, in 3, 2, 1, go. The movie starts off with flies buzzing. Yeah, Renaissance Pictures. That company's not in existence anymore. The Evil Dead. A lot of leeway was given for this movie, and a lot of the effects in this movie are fairly cheap and easy to do. In fact, anyone can do the effects that they have in this movie. Camera panning over a lagoon, very eerie. I see a lot of effects that even I can do. And we're introduced to the main characters of the film. And I'm not going to spoil this movie for those of you that have not seen it yet. My God, the haircut on Ash. That's one of those cereal bowl haircuts. It's one of those classic movie tropes. Unsuspecting teenagers go into this cabin in the middle of the woods and unleash some demon. This little scene here with the 4 characters in the car, that is they're about to be in for a rude awakening. Lost control of the car there. Yeah, some tune-up. I bet those 2 people on the side of the road were the filmmakers doing their little cameo appearances. Yeah, right up in the mountains in the middle of nowhere. And you have to cross a bridge to get there. What could possibly go wrong? Huh. I did not notice this before, but Bruce Campbell, that plays Ash in this movie, has a unibrow. Didn't really notice that before. Yeah, solid as a rock. The car fell through the bridge. Well, at least the wheel did. And now they're stuck on the bridge, and now they're off now. Like a rock, huh, Mauve? That's another movie I'll have to do a fan commentary of. The Home Alone movies. In fact, I'll save those for Christmas. The long journey to the middle of nowhere. Ooh. There are a lot of cheap effects in this movie that anyone can do nowadays, but back then it was kind of unique. And it didn't take much money to make this movie, even, and this was Sam Raimi's first movie. Again, folks, I want to apologize for me coughing and all that. And if I sound nasally, it's because allergies. So I still want to apologize for that. The cabin in the woods, in the middle of nowhere. Sure hope that bridge doesn't collapse. Some eerie music playing. Very eerie. And the swing stopped moving by itself. Hey, the door unlocked. How about that? If the first key don't work, try the second one. Well, there's some eerie smoke inside the house. I'm pretty sure that's not natural. Oh, these four people don't have a clue what's gonna happen. This cabin that they're in would be a great cabin for a hunter. Look at all those toys on the wall. Some traps, some live traps, chains, saws, and some hand saws, a couple chainsaw blades. Those aren't going to be used later on in the movie. In fact, I don't even think anything in that little in that I'm not even sure if anything in that, like those chainsaw blades, are going to be used in this movie. I know they're going to be used in the next movie. Huh. The clock stopped. That's kind of eerie. Be afraid. Be very afraid. And her hand is losing control. Her hand is drawing by itself. Haha. She's drawing a book of some kind. And it freaked her out. It's the claw. Nothing can stop the claw. Liar, Liar, one of Jim Carrey's best movies. I'm gonna have to do a fan commentary of that movie too. Something's in the basement, and it's gonna get you. Bob Johnson. Oh, wait. What these four don't know. Well, excuse me, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people don't know. What these 5 people don't know. Uh-oh. The basement door just opened by itself. Do 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 do. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. Groovy. It's your worst nightmare. That's what it is. Some animal. What you don't know. They don't know. They have no idea what's going on. An animal, they say. It's an animal in the basement. Well, these unsuspecting dupes have no idea what they're in for. Oh, yeah, I'll let you rent my cabin in the middle of the woods. In the middle of nowhere. But you'll have to go over a rickety bridge that may or may not collapse at any point. Oh, there's also a basement in that cabin. Don't mind the door. It just goes open by itself every now and then. Nostalgia Critic should review this movie, if he hasn't already. Scotty, can't hear you. We only brought one flashlight. We didn't have any clue about the eerie things that go bump in the night. Don't expect Ash to say any of his famous quotes in this movie. He's not that cool yet. Who knows what will happen next? The Shadow knows. Scotty isn't here right now. Please leave a message at the beep. Ooh, blood dripping from the water pipes. It's deal or no deal, Ash. Do you want the prize behind the door? It could be something great or it could be something bad. You could be zonked for all you know. I tell you, Sam Raimi did a good job with the eeriness of this movie. The squeaky door opening. The tension in this movie is so terrible. I hope it'll last. That was a direct quote from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And there's Scotty. Decided to scare Ash out of his shoes. They found a distillery and some shotgun shells and a shotgun. There's some redneckery gonna be going on today. Ooh, there's a book. Yeah, there's demons in that book. And eyeballs. And skulls. That must be the Necronomicon. And they also found a strange looking knife. Or a dagger, as it's called in the medieval days. Oh, an old tape recorder. They're going to take that upstairs, plus the that little skull handle dagger, plus the Necronomicon. At least in this movie, Ash doesn't have to recite those 4 words. That's in the 3rd movie. Oh, they're going to play the researcher's tape. Don't play the tape. You won't like what comes out of the woodwork. The wood itself. A researcher tomb raids a Sumerian tomb and takes the Book of the Dead out of it, plus the dagger that was with it, and decides to do research on it. And he's reading out of the book. If the Brendan Fraser Mummy movie taught us anything, never read out of a book you get from an ancient tomb. Oh no, he fast forward the tape to the chanting. Oh no. Oh, you're doomed. You're screwed. That's a good idea. Shut it off. Oh, the woodwork's starting to rebel against him. You have a reason to be scared. Well, Scott's being an asshole as usual. And we know who's gonna go first. I think. The jerks always go first, which Scott's being a jerk. But I think the jerks are always the last ones to go. Oh, these 4 idiots have no idea what they just did. At least the girl that said shut it off was the smart one. At least she had enough sense not to play the tape. By the way, those that are watching this live, are you experiencing any buffering issues? Or is everything perfect? Ash is kind of asleep. This is... I used to do this a lot. Act like I'm asleep and have someone try and take something from me, and then all of a sudden I just reach my hand over real quick and scare them. Oh, Ash gave a present to his girlfriend. Hey, it's a little magnifying glass. Somebody's watching you. It's the trees. These trees are not like the Ents from Lord of the Rings. These trees will attack you. These trees will hurt you and maim you and do all sorts of strange things to you. Uh-oh, one of the girls is alone and being watched. And there's eerie chanting in the background. Very eerie chanting. Oh, now she's being followed. Is everyone receiving anything from me? Are you guys having buffering stuff? Well, obviously YouTube can't handle my awesomeness because YouTube is the live stream is having a kind of rough time. The live dashboard doesn't know what to think. It's not the monsters you need to worry about. It's the trees. You might want to run back to the cabin because if you don't, the trees are going to harm you. Well, something's coming to get her. And yet she's still not running. For those of you that have seen this movie, you know what's going to happen next. Oh, the trees have her. Oh, here we go. The trees are attacking her. There's no escape from the trees. Oh, the trees tripped her up. Uh-oh. Well, the trees are doing something that I'm not gonna explain. Yeah, you might want to get those. You might want to get those vines off you and start running. Yeah, she's running. Well, the trees are still coming after her. Run, you fool! Run! Run, run, run as fast as you can because the trees are coming to get you. Well, that was the thing that happened. The trees attacked her. And she's still running, which is a smart idea. Don't worry, you're almost at the cabin. You're almost there. Keep going. There's the cabin. Well, the trees are still coming to get her. They want to finish the job. Uh-oh, the keys are stuck. Yeah, and that's another trope. The keys on top of the door on a keychain. Being caught. Oh, the trees are coming to get her. She may not unlock that door in time, and she's screaming as loud as she can for help, and no one's opening the door for her. And she's inside the cabin, and the trees are retreating. All because they played that. Yeah, the trees did it. The trees attacked her. And now she's safe. For now. Yeah, leave. That's a good idea. Oh, I don't want to leave. Scott don't want to leave. He's having too much fun. But after what we just saw, I think it's a good idea to leave. That's a good idea. Just get in your car and take her to town. But I do not think the trees are going to let you leave after what just happened. Because if the trees attacked her, oh, they'll attack you. Well, here's another classic trope. The car won't start. They want to leave, but the car won't start. That's another classic horror movie trope. Oh, you should never have gone into the basement and played that tape. And now it starts after she says, I know it's not going to start. It's not going to let us leave. As soon as she said that, the car started. It only starts when they talk about the plot point. And the plot point is the trees are evil. Demonic. And also kind of like a Japanese anime. If those of you that are watching know what I mean by that. Those of you that have seen this movie, this was kind of a strange film back in the day. Even though this movie was put out in 1981, I wasn't born yet. I was born 8 years later, 1989. But it's a very eerie film. It's a rated R film for a reason. And actually back in 1981, I don't think that there were any rating system. I don't think there was a rating system back then. If I'm correct on this, and those of you that are watching in the live chat, and those of you that are watching this after the fact, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't this film get an X rating when it first came out? I'm pretty sure this film was rated X back in the day when it first came out. Then it got reduced to when the rating system came into play, it got a R rating. Because movies after that were much worse than this. Actually, I know of a couple movies that I have that initially got a NC-17 rating, but got reduced to an R rating. Yep, the bridge is collapsed. In fact, the entire bridge is torn to pieces. There is no escape. You cannot leave. Welcome to Hotel California. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave. And now she's having a fit because she can't leave. Which is that fit she's having is justified. She was the first one to be attacked by the trees, and now she has good reason to be afraid. And now the rest of the tape is being played. The good doctor that made that tape is regretting ever chanting the words from the Necronomicon. Very disinterested by Ash. Hey, I guess the card right, honey. Hey, Ash, I guess the card right. Yeah, that's nice. Uh-oh. You know the girl that was attacked by the trees? Well, she's calling every card that's in her hand. And there we go. She's now possessed by the demons. You have woken us from our ancient slumber. Now you will die. Well, the demons just made their point. Remember when that girl was attacked earlier in this movie by the trees? Well, they kind of possessed her during that attack. And now she's... Yeah, that was... She had no eyes. Her eyes were gone. And the demon is playing possum. Uh-huh, there it is. The demon's grabbing a pencil. And is about to attack somebody with it. Bingo! Ew. Pencil to the ankle. Ow. Man, that demon's strong. Just throwing everyone around like a feather. Here's a little fun fact for you. The scene in which all the scenes in which all the actors are possessed and they have no eyes. They're actually wearing specialized contacts that hides their eyes, and they can't see a thing at all with those special contacts on. Join us. Join us. Join us, they say. Not in this lifetime. Yes, Scotty, you may want to lock up that basement door. But you won't have to worry about that possessed woman anymore, because there's someone else you have to worry about now. You might want to check on Ash's girlfriend that got stabbed in the foot by a pencil. One by one, they're all falling to the trees. Are you regretting going to this cabin now? I would think so. I'd like to think so. Ha ha ha. That's another movie I'll have to do a fan commentary of. The Mask with Jim Carrey. I have that somewhere. Ah, the demon wants out. The demon wants out of the basement. I think you ought to get out of here. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, your only escape route has been demolished. The woman's possessed. Of course she'll keep making those noises. Well, this should teach you to mess with something that is an ancient. You should never have taken that book from the basement, and you should never have played the tape in which the good doctor reads from the book. No harm ever came from reading a book. Yeah, well, it depends on the book that you're reading, especially if it's an ancient book that may or may not resurrect a demon. But come on, it's just a bunch of hocus pocus. says the jerk. Says the jerk that lit the black flame candle. Well, the trees are back again. Broke out the window and attempting to attack Ash's girlfriend this time. For Halloween, I'm going to do a fan commentary of Hocus Pocus. That is one of my favorite movies to watch on Halloween. Yes, Scott, you might want to check outside that broken window. She's gone with the wind. It's as if she was never there at all. Window got shattered to pieces, and Ash's girlfriend is not there anymore. Shelly is no longer here. Shelly's been possessed by the demon trees. If I ever do a fan commentary of the Lord of the Rings extended edition films, there are going to be breaks with that film because it's long. Well, Shelly's back. And she's possessed. And Shelly's got Scotty, and she's ripping his eyes out. Well, not really ripping his eyes out, just clawing at his face. Well, that's two that are now possessed. Ooh, she's in the fire. Don't pull her out. She's been possessed by the woods. You moron. Huh. Give us your pretty skin. Well, the demon in the basement wants out, and the demon that's attacking Scotty wants to burn him alive. Once again, folks, this is the 1981 film Evil Dead. This is one of the classic horror films. If I had any... Wait a minute. I do have a couple of horror films besides Evil Dead. I do have Um, I do have at least one Chucky film. Oh, Scuddy's neck just got broke. Oh, she's eating her own hand off. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, it's because the demon's hand touched that dagger. Oh, into the back. The demon dagger just got the dagger just got into the back of the demon. The skull-handed dagger. Ooh. Don't think you've won this fight. Actually, yeah, you have won the fight because this demon is exploding. Well, that dagger is good for something. It's good for killing demons. Well, one demon down. How about that? Or is it? It won't be dead unless you completely destroy it. I think that demon's play out. The demon played possum. I knew it. The demon was playing possum all along. It acted like it was dead, but let's just be real. Let's just be realistic here. It's already dead. You can't kill what's already dead. It's your girlfriend, Ash. Kill her. She's a demon now. Well, Ash wouldn't do anything, but Scotty sure would. Well, now she's dead. Yeah, the good doctor that found the Necronomicon in an ancient Sumerian grave said the only way to completely destroy one of those possessed demons is to dismember it. Dismemberment is the only way to destroy these things, which is exactly what just happened. Shelley was possessed by the demons. Shelley was dead before you even found her. It's still twitching, which is fairly good effects by Sam Raimi. Well, it's one demon down, one more to go, unless someone else becomes a demon. Every time they place one of those little wooden crosses on the grave, lightning goes off in the background. Let's just leave the wounded behind and not come back for them. Oh yeah, the Shelley was actually Scotty's girlfriend. The one that got stabbed in the leg by a pencil is actually Ash's girlfriend. So Ash, what you gonna do now? I'm pretty sure, Ash, that your girlfriend has joined the Demon Clan. Yep, there we go. She's now possessed. Well, all the women of the cabin are either dead or possessed. The only ones left that are still alive and not possessed is, well, looks like Scotty's been attacked by the woods, and he may be possessed next. And let the laughing begin. Scotty is almost gone. He's dying, Ash. Just put him out of his misery. Well, Scotty found a way out, but it's blocked. Oh, Scotty's turning. Ash's girlfriend is laughing like a lunatic. Scotty plus the other demon in the basement is telling Ash to kill his girlfriend, but he can't do it. He just can't do it. You can't do it, can you, Ash? And now the demon's playing mind games. The demon has brought out Ash's girlfriend to play mind games with him. Everyone's turning back into human again. Uh-oh. I'm all right now, Ash. I'm all right now. Shelly, that's in the basement, who's possessed, is saying she's no longer possessed by the demons. That she can be let out now. Oh, it's Cheryl. It's not Shelly. It's Cheryl. Cheryl wants out of the basement. And Ash is going to let her out. Don't believe a word she says. They'll say anything to get out. And there we go. The demon was playing possum. The demons got Ash by the face. And now Ash's girlfriend's back to that demonic laughter. Oh, a sing-songy taunt. Taunting in a sing-song way. We're gonna get you, we're gonna get you. Laughing as he drags her out the door. And the clouds are covering the moon up. Well, Scotty's dead. He's now part of the Demon Clan. Well, Ash, you're the only one left. But you just don't know it yet. You still think that Scotty's alive and well. Just admit it. Scotty's dead. Yeah, he finally realized it. Scotty's dead now. Ash, you're the only one left. What you gonna do? And there's Ash's girlfriend back with a knife. Ash just got stabbed. Oh, it's the demon killer knife. Oh, you knocked over Scotty. And that crazy demon really wants to kill you, Ash. Oh. Cheryl's got Ash by the ankle, and Ash's girlfriend's trying to stab him in the face. Oh. Stabbed in the back. Ash's girlfriend, who was possessed by the demon, fell backwards onto the demon killing knife. Well, Ash is the only one left alive. Ooh, Ash is taking his girlfriend to the shed. Well, there's the chainsaw. There's that classic chainsaw. You still can't do it, can you, Ash? And he turned the chainsaw off. He still can't do it. The only way to destroy the demons that come from the Necronomicon is by dismembering its host. And Ash refuses to do that to his girlfriend because he still loves her. This is going to come back to bite you in the butt, Ash. And Cheryl's trying to get out of the basement. Which, uh-oh. Well, Ash's girlfriend's alive. And she's pulling the same trick that Ash pulled on her. Cheryl is now free from the basement. The demon in the basement is now free. And Ash's girlfriend is making a monkey out of him. You just got made a fool of, Ash. Well, Ash thinks it's over, but guess what? It's far from over. You still got some more demons to kill, Ash. It's not over by a long shot. And there's another classic trope. The demon that was just buried raised its hand out of the dirt and came out of the dirt and started attacking Ash. You may want to run, Ash, or just grab a large wooden panel or wooden stick. Oh, you broke that wooden board there, Ash. Oh, Ash grabbed the demon-possessed girlfriend, jumped up in the air, and Ash grabbed the shovel and just sliced the head off. And it's still going. Huh. Well, that's two. And looks like, yep, sure enough, the demon in the basement broke loose. Huh. Well, the door opened by itself. Go this way, basically is what is being said to Ash. Come this way. The demon's this way. Go through the doorway that just opened by itself. And there's Cheryl. There's the possessed sister of Ash. And Ash just used the shotgun. And the demon's still going. Start running, Ash. Yeah, you might want to go to the back door, Ash. Ash just closed the front door. Now he has to run to the back door. Don't forget the windows. Close the windows. Oh yeah, he's going to the basement to get the shotgun shells. And he tripped and fell down the stairs. Too bad. That basement should be free of demons. Should be, at least. Oh, there's blood is still pouring from the water pipes. How about that? And it just broke. The pipe just broke and blood is pouring all over Ash. Ew, blood's pouring through the entire blood is coming out of every crack and crevice in that cabin. And the record player just started playing by itself. Everything is going by itself now. Oh, there's that "We're Gonna Get You" chant. We're gonna get you. Oh, well, there's lots of things going through Ash's mind. Well, Ash, it's time to get serious. And the projector just blew up. Oh, everything's stopping now. Let's get dangerous. Well, Ash is out of the basement now with shotgun shells in hand, and the clock is ringing, and the clock is going backwards. Ash is paranoid now. Well, things are still coming after Ash now. The windows are opening and shutting by themselves. Well, at least the wooden shutters are. Yeah, Ash, you're still alive. His hand went through the mirror. Now he's whispering to himself. And there's footsteps that aren't his. Huh. Ash is still thinking about his girlfriend. And has that little magnifying glass necklace that he gave to his girlfriend. Hey, the clock stopped. Oh, there's somebody. There's a demon. There's a possessed demon. I'm not sure which demon this is. I'm not sure if it's Ash's girlfriend. Oh, yeah. It's actually Cheryl, Ash's sister. Oh, there's Scotty's now been possessed. Ooh, there's the Necronomicon. Ash doesn't realize it yet. Scotty has Ash and Cheryl wants in. And Scotty has Ash way up in the air. I just poked his eyes out. And there goes Scotty. For now. Oh, Scotty's smoking. Oh, it's because the book is burning. That's why. All the demon possessed individuals are burning because the book's burning. And I think Ash just realized it. That's right, Ash. Go for the book. Get to the book. Ash is going to try and use the necklace to get the book. Good luck with that. Oh, now Cheryl's got a coal poker. Hey, Ash got. Oh, Ash didn't get it that time either. Now he's biting. Ash is being bitten and beat. Ash still hasn't got the book yet. He's still trying for it. Oh, now he's being dragged up. Oh, he's got the book. Throw it in the fire. Throw it in the fire. Toss that book in the fire, Ash. There you go. There we go. The book is burning. And the demon-possessed Cheryl just stopped in her tracks. Oh, we're going into some claymation now. They're disintegrating. The book was burned, and now the demon-possessed Cheryl and Scotty are disintegrating. And it's over. Ew. Yep, it's over. Almost. One of the demons isn't dead yet. Oh, there it goes. Oh, the demons that possess Cheryl and Scotty just reached their hands out from their bodies. Ew. Okay, now they're, ooh. Yep, now it's over. The demons are gone. The demon-possessed individuals are disintegrating into nothing. Join us, they say. Join us. Well, Ash, you did it. You survived. Congratulations. You're the only one left out of 5 people. And now, Ash, it's time for you to get in your car and leave. Hey, it's daylight. The sun has risen. It is morning. Everything's back to normal. Well, Ash, where are you going to go now? You can either take the trail that Scotty told you about. That, well, he said there was a... Scotty did say there was a trail, but he didn't say where the trail was. Or you can just go down the road and see if the bridge is still there. Morning has broken. Well, Ash is slowly limping off and trying to find a way out of there. Oh, the trees are acting like they're still possessed again. Beware, Ash, the trees are coming to get you. And that's it. That is the movie. We're now in the end credits of the movie of the 1981 film The Evil Dead. This was a great movie. For a movie that was put out back in 1981, this movie still stands out as one of the best horror films of all time. This movie was great. I'm glad you guys decided to stick around with me and watch this. Well, the next fan commentary I will be doing will be Evil Dead 2. So be sure to stay tuned for that, because the next time I think next week I'll do another fan commentary next week. Since I'm doing the Evil Dead trilogy fan commentary, I'll do another fan commentary next week of Evil Dead 2, so be sure to have your copy of Evil Dead 2 ready for next week. Oh yeah, Bruce Campbell was executive producer on this film. Didn't know that. Been a while since I've seen this movie. There's lots of things I forgot about. Well, that was a great film. I'm glad you guys decided to stick around. Be sure to tune in here next week for the fan commentary of Evil Dead 2. That was a great movie. So, what'd you guys think? Those of you that are still watching this right now, what'd you guys think? And um, there are some of the effects in this movie. I think almost anybody can do some of the effects in this movie because it's very simple how they do the effects. But I think this movie still stands out as a great horror film. I really wish horror films nowadays were like this movie that we just watched. If I saw if horror films came out like if horror films like this came out today, the horror genre would be in better hands. But nowadays horror films nowadays don't really care about suspense or trying to build up to a a certain type of ending. Horror films nowadays are just about death and dismemberment. Even though this movie did have death and dismemberment, the 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 characters in the film that all the dismemberment in this film had there was a reason for it. Because if you recall what the good doctor said in his when they were playing the recording of the doctor that of the doctor that was researching the Necronomicon and reading it, he said the only way to kill those possessed is to dismember them. And that's a good plot point. That's a good story point. Horror movies nowadays, the more blood and the more guts, the more dismemberment, the better. Who cares about a story point? Who cares about anything else? But anyway, that has been my fan commentary of Evil Dead, of the 1981 film Evil Dead. I'm so happy you guys tuned in today. Be sure to tune in here next week which is, let me see what next week is. Let me check my calendar and see what next week is. So September 22nd. I let me, no, let me see. So next Thursday. So September 21st is when I'll do Evil Dead. So next week, September 21st, Thursday, September 21st is when I'll be doing my fan commentary of Evil Dead 2. I'm so happy you guys decided to tune in today. I'm Broncobilly405, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.